I'd like to draw your attention to our agenda where I shared some example CSV files with you. Let's take a look. So in Slack, I shared 4 files with you. They each have a CSV file extension, which means comma separated values. Let's take a look at what these look like. Also, I shared with you a CSV Data Examples at the bottom of today's agenda, which will take you to like a Google Sheet. So I think the easiest way for us to see, well, what is a CSV file about, is by looking at these sheets in the Google Sheet. So each one of these sheets is, if we export this sheet, we can export it to a CSV file. So in Google Sheets, if we were to say like file, download, we could download this sheet as a CSV file, and those are the files that I shared with you. So when we're dealing with CSV files, comma separated values, that's talking about the raw data, the raw way that these files are stored. And we'll take a look at the raw CSV files in a sec, but the structure of the data looks like this, where it's a very particular structure. How I like a volunteer to just observe the structure of this data. There's a certain organizational pattern about it. So what are your thoughts about this structure? We could see a common structure across all of these different sheets. The data is different, but the structure is the same. They're all in CSV format. So what does it mean for data to be in CSV format? I guess practically. Any ideas? Especially if you've worked with spreadsheet before, I'd love to hear from you.
Just each row, each column.
Yep. Yeah. So we're talking about different columns, different rows. And so with CSV file, there's a particular structure involved, and it's very compact. We see that it's a tabular data structure. So it's like a rectangle comprised of rows and columns. The first row is a special row. We can call it the header row or like the column names. And there's only one header row. If a CSV file is formatted properly, it will have this header row in it. Sometimes you might see CSV files without a header row and you have to guess what the column names are. But if you have a good CSV file, the first row will always contain the column names. Hey, does this data look familiar? We've worked with these products before. When we worked with these products before, they were in a list of dictionaries where each row was a dictionary, and each dictionary had the following keys: ID, name, aisle, department, and price. But with our list of dictionary format, those keys were duplicated over and over with each dictionary. So we had like the first dictionary, ID, name, aisle, department, price, and the values. Okay, same thing for the second one, ID, name, aisle, department, and price. What we're doing here with the CSV file format is being a little more compact, and we're saying, all right, the attribute names for all of these rows are represented in the header row. And now each row we can call a specific record in this data set. So you could think of each row as being like dictionary-like in the sense of where we're coming from, where this was like a list of dictionaries. So each row is a record, and each row should have the same attributes, and they're denoted by that first row with the column, the column names in it. All right, so when we're dealing with CSV data, we're dealing with a tabular structure. How many rows are there that will correspond to the number of records in our data set? How many columns are there? What are the columns? That will help us deal with certain values that we care about. So that's a little bit of an intro into CSV data in terms of its tabular structure. But why do we call this CSV, comma separated values? Well, when we export this data into its raw format, let's take a look at what that looks like. I uploaded these to Slack for you here. So we could take a look at like this product CSV file. And if you download this, you would see this is a raw text file. So this data is just being stored as raw text. Here we see the first row, the first line in this text file has the column names, and each column name is separated by a comma. And that's kind of where this CSV, this comma separated values name comes from. It's that this is the raw representation of that spreadsheet data. Each line is a new row, and each cell value essentially is separated by a comma. Any questions? I just want to pause here about the CSV file format. Looks kind of compact here on the right, but when we use the pandas package to read this raw data, we will get a data frame object back, a data frame data type. It's not a list, it's not a dictionary. It is this whole spreadsheet worth of values, and we'll be dealing with a new data type for the first time. So we'll need to learn a few things that it can do. So that's what we're about to do. All right, let's do it.